Good morning everyone, it's another very windy and very cold day at Phillip Island. I wasn't going to film today, but our mate Shane Chancellor from South Australia is here today and that's very exciting. So I think it's worth doing a bit of a video so we can show Shane around this beautiful place, one of the best tracks in the world in my opinion. The car's good, we've got a few things on it now, which I did a little short dumb YouTube video, but basically just got a new wheel for it from this garage. I think the car's good, so look, the track's drying out now, which is unreal because we were listening to the rain at 4 AM and it was so windy. There's like trees down and stuff along the roads. It's pretty wild. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but excited to just get back in my race car. I'm not expecting anything today, honestly. I just want to get out in the car and race and have fun with my mates. I'm not out for sheep stations, so yeah, it's going to be a good day. Hey mate.
How you going?
Good. How you feeling?
Nervous.
Yeah?
Not gonna lie.
It's a scary place.
Yeah, I think once I do a few laps it'll be alright, but just a bit of unknown at the moment. So we'll,
Shane has done about 10 million laps of this place on a sim rig.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. At least you know where you're going, you know which way to turn.
Oh yeah, I know which way to go. But,
and he's a very good driver, he's understanding himself. But how long has it been since you've been in the car?
It was September last year in the bin.
Fair while. And you had engine problems, but you've got a new engine now.
Yeah, that was about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we'll just see.
Anyway, Shane's car's looking good. Yeah, car's looking good. It's nice and shiny. It's all great. Got the family here. Hi Lee. Hello Lee. Yeah, but anyway, we're excited to go out and give it a crack and see what happens. Shane's all fancy, he writes down his pressures and stuff. I did that for the first race and then just gave up, and probably why I'm slow to be honest, but anyway. We're gonna go do driver's briefing and then we'll go out there and send it, and Shane will probably beat me within the first 3 laps, so it'll be cool. Well, needless to say, qualifying was wet. The sun was starting to poke out here, but the track was really slick. And because we were the first cars out on track, there was no dry line, no nothing. It was just wet and so many cars spun out. I didn't catch a lot of them on camera, a lot of them spun behind me, and Shane had a bunch spin in front of him. And if you went out on the grass, it was just like, there was no way to get back on. You were down to your axles and you'd have to be towed back on. Same with the kiddie litter. So, you know what, I slowly ramped up my speed and got better and better, but I was in survival mode, as you can see. Alrighty, qualifying's done. It wasn't bad, it was very slippery out there. I mean, Shane was like, this is crazy. And there was people spinning off and crashing everywhere. There was one dude in the wall in the last turn and poor Dallas was out in the grass. Jason was stuck over in the ditch on turn 2. And there was sods of grass everywhere from people spinning off. It was pretty crazy. Shane, the little bastard, pipped me by 0.7 of a second. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't pushing it, but he said he wasn't pushing it either. But I mean, he's a very talented driver. I expected him to blast me out the water straight away. Yeah, we did some tweaks on Shane's car. The back was towed out a little bit, so we just brought it in a bit more. And that's it. My car felt good. It was understeering, which is kind of what I wanted. I made the back a bit softer than the front because I'd rather it not oversteer in the wet. And who knows, looks like the sky's kind of clear, but it could rain. I don't know. It's Phillip Island. I'm just going to leave it how it is because I know what it's going to do. And go out and send it, but just, yeah, it'd be nice to get some dry laps today for Shane. It'd be really good. I'd love him to, he's come all this way, get a good, proper time and have a bit of fun. So, anyway, let's go and send it.
Alrighty, race one. As you can see, I actually got a really good launch in the wet, and the guy in front of me was caught napping or wheel spinning, and I managed to get around him and got a really good run in. It is still very wet and very slick. There's Shane next to me, having a look, but God, he was brave considering this is definitely his first race, and you know, his like 5th lap of the track. Pretty impressive. But yeah, once again, I was just in survival mode here. I did not want to get tangled up with anyone, so it was just trying to keep it smooth inputs, smooth braking, and just, yeah, give people room. Most of these guys and girls are really good, give a lot of room and good drivers, but there's a few wild cards and cowboys out there, so you just got to make sure that if they take a dive, just get the hell out of their way. Skipping ahead a bit here, and you can see there is just carnage, cars everywhere. I'm pretty sure we got a safety car. This may be the safety car here. It was just wild. There was cars. I think at one point we had 4 cars off the track that were all being dragged back on. It was nuts. So yeah, we were under safety car for a while, and we did get released, and we did get to race more, which is great. And the Phillip Island crew did a really good job dragging people back on, but it just got to the point where they went, you know what, safety car, we've got to clear this track because it's getting a bit wild. Here we go. Yeah, I think there was 4 cars off at a time and 4 recovery cars out. Pretty insane. There we go. Race 1 over, finished 17th. I'm happy with that. Made up a few spots, stayed on track. It's the most I can hope for in a wet race. Pretty good fun. As you can see, race 2, we got a dry race, which is awesome. I was so stoked for Shane that he actually got to drive this track in the dry. I mean, the rain's pretty scary and it's a bit of fun, but driving the island in the dry at full noise is really good, and I'm so stoked he got to do it. Today was intense. Oh, there goes Shane. Good dive in Honda. Yeah, the glare was amazing. You can see me flip my visor down. Unfortunately, I didn't have a window banner, I put the window banner on in the last round, and I put it on the wet, and it basically tore off straight away, and they didn't have any more. So I didn't have my Trick Trailers window banner, and they really do help with sun glare. So I had my visor down, but even then it was still super bright, especially because everything was just so wet. The glare from the sun was mega. All right, skip ahead a few laps here, and we had a good little battle pack going here. You can see Shane ahead of me right there, directly in front. I had some good battles with this guy in the blue car, 109. We had a lot of good fun together. Good clean racing though, no problems, just a bit of jostling for position. This lap I managed to actually get the guy in the blue car on the way down here, down the straight, and just as well too, as you'll see coming up soon. Coming around Siberia in his car in front on the grass, and then just went everywhere. I managed to get around him, but you just see the roof of the blue car there. He hits the blue car pretty hard in the side, and unfortunately did quite a lot of damage to that car, snapped the control arm, and the whole side of the car was damaged. So if I hadn't have overtaken him, that could very well have been me. So I was pretty lucky to get out of that. Feel really bad for the guy in the blue car. You can see here, this is the next lap. We're now under safety car due to this incident and a couple of others. You'll see the blue car here parked up on the right. He couldn't move. His one wheel was pointing one way, one was the other. Yeah, it's a shame that his day had to end that way because we were having some really good battles. Here's Paul Dallas off in the grass. Once you're in the grass in this place, in the wet, you're not coming back on. So, and I'm pretty sure that was it. We ran under safety car for the rest of the race. There was just too many people in the grass, in the gravel, broken everywhere. So they sent all the recovery crews out, and that was the end of it. But look, still pretty good fun. Made up a spot, finished 16th, and yeah, look, kept it clean, stayed on track, which is more than a lot of the other people. So I'm happy with that. So race 3, you can see Shane started in front of me there. He finished just ahead of me in the last race, or 2 spots ahead of me in the last race. And yeah, off we go, another dry race. Pretty cool. This is definitely a testament to how good a driver Shane is. Like literally, wet qualifying, wet race 1, and then he's had 1 dry race, and now this is his 2nd dry race, and he's already killing at this track, like doing really well. It shows how good a driver he is to do this well at a track that he's pretty much learnt that day. So it's, yeah, pretty impressive. I would hazard a guess the sim hours did him some favours as well. There goes Emma Clark here in the black car with the blue stripe on the back. It's a cool looking car, and Emma and I always end up in battles. We always battle at the island. We were battling together at Bathurst. She's a good driver, and there in the pink car is Wayne, who owns Brakes and More, and he is an incredible driver, and that is an incredible car. I just let him go. If Wayne's coming, I just move over and let him pass because he is way too fast for me. You can actually see here we started to get some rain. You can see a big rainbow there. Beautiful. Yeah, we started to get some rain, which was a bit surprising. So the track did slick up a little bit, but not too bad. But nobody wanted to back off. We all wanted to keep sending it. So yeah, luckily it didn't really get too bad, just a little greasy. As you can see there, a few people started to spin and we just managed to stay out of it. There's one on the grass there, one on the inside. Bit of chaos. Emma with the move up the outside, killer. Now these 2 laps are probably my favourite of the day. This was awesome. Managed to get a draft behind Emma, and then got into Shane's draft and got past both of them and almost got all 3. Which would have been epic, but the guy there in the black and yellow car managed to stay out in front. But yeah, these 2 laps are awesome. I'll basically sit back and shut up and let you just enjoy this because this is good grassroots racing. Bit of a wave to Shane as I got past him. Cheeky, he gets me back though. It's 3 wide down the straight at Phillip Island. Right now we're doing about 170, 180, pushing 185 k an hour. So good. And I managed to get around the outside and pull it off. So from here on in, the rest of the race, I pretty much just knuckled down and just wanted to get some space between myself, Shane, Emma, and the other guy we were battling with. So I just pushed on. I had my sights on that car in front, and I just concentrated on smooth, good lap times. And I actually caught the car in front. You see here, this was a couple of laps later. Started really catching him. I had better lines, better grip, and you're gonna see here, like coming out of MG, got some good pace on him. Unfortunately, I only just caught him on the last lap, and I just didn't have the pace. I think if I had one more lap, I probably would have got him. He actually came up to me in the pits afterwards and said, "Dude, I thought you had me," because he had a good 100 meters on me before we caught him. So yeah, that's good. I've got pace and the car's got pace. So good fun racing. Finished up position 13. Out of 25 cars, I'm pretty bloody happy with that. Remember to always give your flaggies a wave.
Oh, what fun! What fun! Well, what an absolutely epic last race with Shane. Shane, how much fun was that?
That was a lot better than the wet.
Yeah!
That was a bigger race.
So good. We're going to go home and have a beer. I think we'll debrief back there because we want to pack up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely need to have a chat because that was some of the most fun racing I've had.
That was great. Awesome.
So good. Let's go pack both. Look, both the cars straight, looking great. Bit of mud. Somebody pooed on my car, but this thing, bloody ripper. It's a much better drive than I am. It's so good. Alrighty, so it's a few hours later and we're back at the accommodation, and yeah, what a ripper day. So, Shane, what are your thoughts on Phillip Island? How's the track?
Awesome.
Yep.
Very, very. In the wet, it's hard.
Yep.
But in the dry, it was awesome to be able to push it for those last 2 races that we had.
So much grip, huh?
A lot more than when it was wet.
But like the consistency of the track though, like it's very predictable. Like it's not a patchwork or anything. It's the same. It's kind of like
everywhere.
it's like the bend.
Yeah, it's like the bend.
It's like just consistent. That's awesome. Favorite parts of the track?
Don't know. Probably most of it, really. Like
all of it.
Well, turn one was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
it's
still big ball stuff.
Got to have a crack at it.
Yeah.
I love the whole track, to be honest. There wasn't any corners that I didn't like.
No, fair enough. Coming up over Lukey's pretty fun.
Lukey is great if you just
riding the throttle.
You can just feel it.
Yeah,
the car's going out a bit, and
you can't see where you're going, so you kind of go over the top.
Just hoping that no one's on the other side spun out.
There is no one parked across
Once
the
you're
track.
going flat out, but no, it's an awesome track.
It's
I'm
awesome.
super glad that got to come and do it.
And two dry races too. So we actually that's what I wanted
to
for
push.
you.
Yeah, 100%.
And
so much better.
We had such a great battle. Like our last race, the only thing that made me stay in front of him is basically I've got buff tyres and you don't. So I reckon that's the only thing that kept me in front. Is the fact that my buff tyres didn't go off as much, and yours did.
And our pressures were high because we had a short, we had a unexpected short turnaround for the last race. Where I don't know what happened there, but we thought about it, we could have let our tyres down a little bit.
So for anyone, it's not an XL racer, but like we kind of aim for about sort of 34, 35, something like that as like a hot pressure.
Yeah.
And we came in after cool down and everything, and probably 10 minutes sitting in the pits, and it was still at 37. All our tyres were like
way too hot.
Way too hot. So way too much pressure.
Yeah.
So pretty bloody good weekend. This is one of the, like, after my last weekend where it was still fun, but like, you know, hitting that dirt and getting in the gravel trap and just being a bit of a spud, like having a fun weekend with you was just,
it was awesome.
It's exactly what we both needed.
We had great racing. Didn't crash our cars, didn't hit each other.
Changed positions, had fun. Didn't do anything dumb. It was really good. So
great weekend.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching, guys. It's good. And a big thanks to, check out this, like where we are. Look at this beautiful place. Like, we're in the outdoor area. This house is gorgeous. Thank you to Robert from Karma Realty.
Definitely.
Absolute legend of a guy. He came down today, came and saw us, had a good chat. Really nice dude. He put us up in this place on the weekend. It's a bit of a sponsorship deal, so thank you so much, Robert. Like, this is a beautiful place. So thank you for that. And
thanks, Robert. That was that was awesome, honestly, and
good.
Really nice to meet you. And much appreciated from my family. That are here, and obviously yourself. And really appreciate it. People like Robert allow us to go racing. We don't have a lot of cash, so to be able to do this and you know, have the economy covered is amazing. So anyway, we're going to go and have some dinner. We've had a couple of beers. It's been amazing. But thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll get back to you with something else. We'll try and go on another adventure. I don't know. All right. See ya. Bye.